Hello, in this screencast I'm going to show how the IDE packages your application into an APK file, which is the binary file you should deploy to your device in order to run your application. So the very first thing I'm going to do is to create an empty application, and I'm going to save it in a new folder, test4, to store here all the files, and then I'm going to build this project. It's compiling and linking. So this is test4, and here on Android debug, which is the build configuration I have set up here, I have all the output files from the compilation and linking. Actually, the binaries or the executables is stored on this dynamic library, which is named after the name of the project. So now to convert all this into an APK that you can deploy to your device, you should use project deployment. If you run your application both for debugging or without debugging, the deployment step is performed automatically. So actually I'm showing you where you can perform this step without having to run your application. On project deployment, you get the list of all the files that are going to be included on your APK, where are stored locally, where are going to be included or copied remotely, and what is the name of the file. Okay, so you just need to execute the deployment. Okay, and now once this finish, I'm going to show you where the APK file is stored. So now inside the build configuration, sorry for that, inside the build configuration I have selected, in this case debug, there is a new folder called project1. Here is the folder structure used to be wrapped into an APK file, and in the bin folder you have the APK file. This is actually the file. If you want to send this file by email to anyone, you can do it, and this APK can be installed and run into any device. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is to switch the Android configuration to application store, and the build configuration to release. Okay, and then the deploy configuration is going to be this one, release configuration. Okay, there is one thing that you should notice, which is, sorry, here it is. Okay, there are files that are not generated until you build the project for this configuration. So what and these ones are highlighted in gray, okay, like disable. So before executing the deployment, what you need to do is to use project build, then close this one and open it again. And for release configuration, these files have been generated, so they exist. This is the same Android release, and we have what we want, and then we are going to execute the deployment. So this has failed, and this has been done on purpose, so you can see what the problem is. Okay, if for whatever reason you want to generate an APK file that has not been signed, you can do it. That is, if you don't enter any kind of key store information for sign that application for application store, you can do it, and you will get this warning. Okay, the APK file is generated, but it's not signed, So if you try to install this package without being signed, it's not going to work. Okay, so for whatever reason, there could be application stores like, for example, Amazon that could require a package to be non-signed to add their DRM functionality. You can do it if you want. Okay, but in this case, what we are going to do is to go to project options provisioning. Okay, and for Android application store, for the release configuration, what we are going to do is to create a new key store. So I'm going to create a new folder here, key store, and here is my key store dot key store. So this is the file, and this is the password you need to remember for your key store. Okay, passwords should match, and then you need to introduce a new alias name, alias, and a password, number of days, and then a first name, and that's it. Okay, so as you can see, the key store has been created. Alias has been detected. You can create new alias if you want, and then you press OK, and then you can now run the deployment. And now everything has worked properly, and inside the Android release configuration, you have on the bin folder the APK. This is the release APK you will use to load your application to, for example, the Google Store. This is the file you need to use for that. Okay, once you have properly signed the APK. So I hope you like this screencast, and if you have any question, please post your comments on the blog. Thank you.